Flat rate mechanic here again, and today I'm going to show you how to diagnose a charging problem on looks like a 2002 Honda Accord. Alright, so the customer said they already replaced the alternator and they already replaced the battery, and then the battery goes dead after a couple days. Obviously we got no power here, so I'm going to take my booster pack here. You can get these on Amazon, I'll leave a link below, but you can get them in all different amperages. These things are pretty handy, it's a real good brand. So let's go under the hood here and see if we can get this thing jump started. Alright, so as you can see, it does have a new alternator. And it does have a new battery. Looks like they put some new battery terminals on there. So, just gonna ID the positive and negative. You can see here's the negative here. The lead on the positive. And go ahead and power up our jump pack. Alright. See if we can get this thing started up and in the shop. Alright, fire it up. Let's go. Alright, so it looks like we got multiple lights on the dash. We got the battery light, SRS light, brake light. So first thing we're going to want to do before we test anything is get this battery charged up properly. Alright, so we got the battery all charged up here, and the first thing I'm noticing is obviously these cables have all been replaced. Looks like he's tied into this here. He's done a lot of his own work, and so sometimes these are the hardest ones to diagnose. I'm going to go ahead and get my voltmeter out and we'll start testing some stuff. Alright, so our battery's at 12.2 volts. It's not quite charged up, should be at 12.6. But right now I just got my negative on negative, negative on positive. What I'm going to do is take the positive lead off here and connect it directly to the alternator to make sure we got battery power there, which you should always have battery power at this main cable on the alternator. So we check that there, and we still got 12.19, which is close. So we're going to go ahead and fire it up and see what we got for charging voltage. Oh, battery light is actually off now, which is kind of odd. So is the SRS light and the other lights. So let's go on the hood. So our alternator definitely isn't charged. I'm going to go ahead and connect it to the battery just to make sure. What we got there? Yeah, so 11.84. So the alternator definitely isn't charged. Let's do some more testing. Alright, so after it ran for a minute, the battery light did come back on. And one thing I also noticed is when I unplug this control connector here on the alternator, you can, I don't know if you guys can notice on the video, but there is a noticeable idle change. So we do that a few times. So the computer is sensing that the alternator is basically knows the alternator is being connected or disconnected. So let's dig a little deeper. Alright, so we got the alternator connector unplugged here. First we want to make sure we get voltage on the black and yellow wire right down there. So I got a pin in here just going to the negative battery cable. And we got 11.3 volts, which is what the battery is at about right now. So that checks okay. We also know our battery light circuit is okay because we have the battery light on the dash is illuminating properly. And we also know our load detection circuit is working okay because when we unplug the alternator, the idle changes. One more quick check we can do is we'll go ahead and hook our positive test lead back onto the battery. And let's just verify we have a good ground at the alternator. So we'll put that there, make sure we got battery voltage. We do. So that way we know our alternator is grounded to the engine block properly. So here's kind of a breakdown of the diagnostic, quick diagnostic procedure you can run down through if you're having the same issue. You can go ahead and pause the video and read this if you need to. But in this case, it was a bad alternator that was causing this vehicle not to charge. So just because it's new doesn't always mean it's good. Thanks for watching. If this video was helpful, please like and subscribe.